Ladies, it's Michelle Oliver. I've been tiptoeing around on social media for a while here, and I want to talk today about how we do that as women. So, we really are the masters of distraction. I just got back from a couple of weeks in Costa Rica where I was interviewing quite a number of business owners, both men and women, and some professionals, which I'll be sharing over the next few weeks. But curiosity, courage, and creativity, that's my thing. If you look at my logo, the thing that it really takes to get a woman to be curious enough to be really honest about what they want can be incredibly hard. And I say we're the masters of distraction because we are able to put off that dream, that impulse, that thing inside us that we say we want because of what? We have two hands and we go through it again and again because of kids, because of spouse, because of work, because of, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We've always been good at serving other people. And then we can go into the self-care thing, right? Yes, I'm paying attention to what really matters to me because I'm taking care of myself. But the truth is, when I was interviewing people in Costa Rica, it's no different than here. I just had more time to do it and I was more relaxed. So I was able to have longer conversations. But here's the truth. Inside every person that finally gets to that point where they're ready to commit to starting a business is a hunger or a passion or a desire that has been sitting inside them for years. And it makes sense because we have a lot, life happens and we do things. And, we get married, we have kids, we grow other people's businesses. We help other people grow. And every person that I spoke with, the stories were incredible. I can't wait to share them with you, honestly. But what I want to talk about today is just if you have the willingness to even be curious. So every Tuesday, I may start doing this every day next week, but every Tuesday at 2:00 Mountain Time, I host something called Coffee Conversations and the Entrepreneurial Leap. So if you want to just have a conversation and get curious about those things that maybe you really need to revisit, this is the end of 2021. And if you want to do anything differently in 2022, right now is the reset. I spent 2 weeks resetting, and it is really, really important to kind of take that step back and just breathe and ground and talk with other people and open up your perspective. And I'm going to be sharing basically the same message every single day, which is that fairy tale, okay? That the princess, you are the princess. And there is a pea under your mattress. I guarantee it. If you're curious about whether that thing inside you even deserves a reignite, to be reignited, a reignition, does it deserve even that little attention to blow on that flame to see what it could be? If you just want to talk about it, come to our conversations. It's just it's like a Clubhouse conversation, but I'm doing it on Zoom every Tuesday at 2:00 Mountain Time. Come and explore, expand, be curious to have the conversation and see if that curiosity even warrants the courage to make something happen, to be creative. Curiosity, courage, creativity. What is that thing in you that you are willing for so many years to cover up with mattress after mattress after mattress, like the princess putting luxurious mattresses on top of that pea, hoping that she will not have to pay any attention to it and she can just go peacefully to sleep. It's not going to happen. So I urge you to be curious. When I start sharing these stories with you of what women have gone through, I'll tell you, there are a couple kinds of pain, right? You can experience the pain of being curious and being courageous and going through all the stuff it takes, which is not easy, to build a business. Or there will be this like steady, consistent, ongoing chronic pain that shows up in your life in other ways. That there's just no way around it. Those are the facts. And I have lived long enough to see that I tried to do that. As a matter of fact, I tried to cover up what I knew I really needed to be doing by building all these other businesses. We are so good at putting on the facade that pleases other people so we can get a crumb of love or attention or pacification. It's like, it's crazy. I'm laughing because it's really funny because I have done this so many times. Or we do really well in corporate, but we hate it. It hurts. It's painful. We are pushing aside everything that really matters in our life for this little bit of comfort. And this little bit of everybody saying, yeah, you're doing right. You're on the right track. That is not it. If you know in your heart that that is not it, guess what? You're right. That is not it. And when you finally get to a point where you allow, here's the thing, you finally get to a point where you allow yourself to be curious enough to explore the possibility of what is possible for you. And we were talking the last few weeks about clarity. That is your clarity. Once you are you allow yourself to be curious enough, I guarantee you will become clear. You will gain the clarity that you have been distracting yourself, sometimes for your whole life. We can distract ourselves and say, well, I'm just not clear. I'm just not sure. I'm just not certain. I just need more clarity. Well, be curious enough to really have those conversations with yourself and in a community of other people who are actually doing something. When you allow yourself that permission to be curious, you will gain clarity. And then the clarity itself drives the courage. And the courage will actually force you into the creativity. And that's where it gets really fun and really hard. But the focus that you have to have, which is what I really wanted to talk about today, it just becomes so obvious what you have to do. And then you're willing to do anything to make it happen. The energy just shows up. And it's like the conversations I'm willing to have with you today and going forward are coming from, there's just no more time. There's no more time for cozy comfort. And at a time where, the time of year, a lot of people are contracting and they're going into this, I just want to be cozy and safe. And I get it. I totally get it. It's why I bought so much coffee in Costa Rica, so I can stay home and drink coffee. But the truth is, at those moments, that's when you need to expand. We need to be curious about what could be different. What have we been doing over and over and over again that just is this chronic comfort? It won't get you where you want to be in the next 10 years. So I invite you to come Tuesday at 2:00. I have a post up, I think, already, and I'll put up another one, and I'll put a link in this video. But I invite you to just show up, and I'll be hosting rooms on Clubhouse and just be doing a lot more of this. I just want to open it up to conversations for you to have. This is not about anything except that, because the conversations I had with people in Costa Rica, it was amazing to meet. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. All women have very similar distractions and similar stories about how we avoid doing what's really going to fulfill us. We've never been given permission to do it. We've been given permission to do things in a certain way that compromise what we're capable of. And there's no more time to do that. Okay, come and let's have a conversation.